Imagine a stretch of water so narrow that you could almost see from one shore to the other. Now, picture one country closing that stretch, causing the entire world to run out of fuel. This is not a movie plot. It's a reality unfolding right now across the Strait of Hormuz. Where exactly is this place, and why should you care? The Strait of Hormuz is a crucial choke point, just 24 miles wide, connecting the Persian Gulf to the open ocean. Through this narrow passage flows the lifeblood of the modern world, with about 25% of the world's seaborne oil trade and 20% of the liquefied natural gas passing through it daily. That's around 15 million barrels of crude oil daily and the passage of approximately 3,000 ships each month. Fuel for your car, gas to heat your home, and fertilizers for food. Everything flows through this tiny strip of water. Now it has been shut down. Here's where the story intensifies. On February 28, 2026, the United States and Israel launched Operation Epic Fury, a series of coordinated airstrikes targeting Iranian military facilities and leadership. In these strikes, Iran's supreme leader, Ali Khamenei, was killed, prompting an immediate and catastrophic response from Iran. Iran retaliated with missile and drone attacks on Israeli cities, U.S. military bases, and Gulf states. But the most shocking move was the decision to close the Strait of Hormuz. The Iranian Revolutionary Guard Corps warned every vessel passing through. No ship is allowed to pass. By March 4th, Iran claimed total control of the waterway, halting ships in their tracks, causing insurance companies to withdraw and sending shockwaves through the global economy. As of now, traffic in the strait has plummeted to just 5% of pre-war levels. In April, only 191 vessels were able to cross, a stark contrast to the usual 3,000. Shortages of refined fuels are hitting hard, especially in Asia, where countries like Japan and South Korea were major importers of Middle Eastern oil. Global oil and gas prices have surged, pushing several Arab states to cut or halt production due to Iranian threats. The EU has dramatically increased imports of Russian LNG, a significant geopolitical setback after years of striving for energy independence. In response, the U.S. initiated Project Freedom on March 19, deploying military assets to destroy Iranian naval threats, and later imposing a full naval blockade on Iranian ports, intercepting 52 vessels aiming to reach Iran. This has created a situation of two blockades facing each other, trapping the world's oil supplies in the process. Amidst this turmoil, people are wondering, can it be resolved? Pakistan's Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif is mediating between the U.S. and Iran, suggesting that a pause in military operations could lead to regional peace. Iran's foreign ministry indicates it is reviewing a U.S. proposal, with plans to send a response through Pakistan. Former President Trump stated that if Iran agrees to the deal, the Hormuz Strait will be open to all. If not, he warned that bombing would escalate to a much higher level and intensity. As we approach mid-May, it seems traffic in the strait is gradually increasing, as Iran agrees to allow certain vessels to coordinate their passage, though it continues to deny access to those deemed adversaries. However, the situation remains delicate. It's easy to see this as a distant conflict between governments and militaries, but the implications are far-reaching. The UN's trade agency predicts a slowdown in global trade and growth in 2026, which will disproportionately affect developing countries facing declining stock prices, weakening currencies, and rising debt costs. Every day this strait remains closed inflicts further pain. Higher fuel prices, increasing costs for food, and slower economic growth affecting ordinary people around the world. The Strait of Hormuz may be just 24 miles wide, but its impact reverberates across the globe. As this situation evolves by the hour, ensure you're subscribed and hit that notification bell to stay updated. We want to hear from you. Do you believe diplomacy can reopen the strait, or are we on the brink of further escalation?